Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Masterclass on Losing Draw and Rook Endings. I'm your host, International Master William Pascal. What's up? Sumahara challenging Astrobate. Feel the tension and the humidity in the room here. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Can't find the link. What link? All right. If you guys hear a loud crashing sound at some point during the stream, I just had to jerry-rig the blind to the window. I'm crossing my fingers that it's going to hold, but it's been snapping and flinging itself open the last couple days, so one last attempt. Otherwise, there's like this blinding sunlight that I can't even see the monitor. Okay, gonna take some blitz challenges, just 1 hour short stream. 3 or 4 games, 5 games, maybe. Let's get some Caro-Kann practice in. What am I gonna play today? Hopefully Dad isn't there to tell my opponent when it's his turn to move. He did last time. Haven't seen Dad, which is good. Good morning, sir. Morning, guys. What am I gonna do? This is the question. Very serious question. If I were to play white against the Caro-Kann, how should I play it? Well, we have a request to join the team. Where did that come from? Guys, I'm hosting the tournament for tomorrow, even though I'm not going to be able to, well, I'm not going to be able to join. It's possible, I don't even know who I play tomorrow, but it's possible I could be home for part of the tournament or not. You know, it's really, most of my games are very long, but we'll see. If I have a shortish, like yesterday I finished in under 3 hours. Something like that, I could be home for the stream. But I'm not going to stream, but I could be home to play and, or spectate the tournament a little bit. We're hosting rapid tournament every Tuesday. I did set it up, spectator mode. I haven't even decided what I'm going to play today. My opponent plays the Caro-Kann and the Slav. He has a very sort of robotic repertoire. Last time after I missed the bus and came like 25 minutes late, covered in sweat, drowning in my own sweat, I lost against him with white in an English. It's the most inconsistent part of his repertoire. If your repertoire is like playing the Caro-Kann and the Slav and you play d4 with white, why would you play c4, e5 with black? He doesn't play e4. The problem is I played the English against him last time, and I played it the last 2 games, so he's totally expecting me to play the English. It should be the best opening against this guy, because his repertoire doesn't make sense, but the problem is he's expecting me to play it, so that kind of spoils that. He's got to be expecting the English. I mean, he knows I can play other stuff, but when I played the English 2 games in a row and played it against him last time, I mean, it's pretty obvious that's that's weird. I don't understand that. I mean, you're not an e4 player. Why are you playing like a tempo down against the Sicilian with e4? it just doesn't make sense. I mean, it's a good opening, but it doesn't fit your repertoire, you know? There's nothing wrong with the move, obviously. I'm just saying it's illogical, you know? Your repertoire doesn't make sense. You should play probably something else to better fit your style, but the move itself is good. Yeah, what am I supposed to play now? D4? Never played this opening. There's a lot of stuff, right? D3. Juicebox, how's Southeast Asia doing? We have like 80% humidity here. The temperature is down, but we have really bad humidity, so I'm just having a very bad morning with the profuse sweating. Black t-shirt, always best when it's hot. Alright, let's see. Knight f6. This is my last t-shirt that's clean. Alright. G3, knight f6. Fischer. Bobby Fischer unsuccessfully sort of played this setup with white. He never really could find something good against the Caro-Kann. What bothers me is this like bishop b4. What happens when he plays bishop b4? Should I play a3 or something? Does that make sense? At least it finally rained. There's like a terrible drought everywhere, so that's good, but I don't like when it's like 80% humidity. Alright. At least the playing hall is air conditioned, which is a miracle. I didn't know that they had air conditioning at the Hungarian Chess Federation. Wonders never cease. Man, I don't know what to do. Okay, so if you play bishop b4, I have to do something. Like, what is it gonna be? Should I just play like d3? I don't like it. D3, bishop b4, bishop d2. I don't love it, but all right. I think I probably had this position with black before in some 3-minute tournament where I lost to the guy. Bishop b4, bishop d2. I think I played d4 at some point. He played knight b1. My position was okay and I lost with black. But you certainly don't have to play it like that. You don't have to play bishop b4. Black's position is pretty solid. But it is, I do have to make sure that I have an answer to that. An antidote. So anyway, my tournament is a pretty much massive disaster. I lost 2 drawn endings where I was better in both games. Big time. And then yesterday I was better again. I was up a pawn. But I had so much less time than my opponent that and it wouldn't have been that easy. And he's a friend of mine. I don't know. I just feel kind of weird. I didn't really want to beat him. But my heart wasn't in it. I don't like playing against my friends or people that I like. You know, I like playing against people I don't like, you know. I mean, I like beating people I don't like. I wouldn't, you know, give him a draw if it was like a winning position, but it didn't quite go over the line. I was never really winning. Honestly, if I had enough time, I would have kept playing. But I had 8 minutes for like 9 moves to make the time control. And he's a very tricky player. I could just see myself like losing again. They say when you lose a couple games, you should get Karpov system. You make a draw. Stop the bleeding. Knight A6. I lost my self-confidence completely. No, it's been a long time since I like won my first game in a tournament. Every time I play, it seems like every time I play a round robin or something like that, I always like lose the first round. I tend to do better toward the middle or the end of the tournament, but it just seems like the last 3 tournaments I've lost the first round consistently. So ridiculous. Anyway, I'm not here to lament my bad play and bad luck. It's just so, I just love lamenting. That's not why we're here, though. It's like losing the same game twice. That's what I did, basically. 2 freak endings. Even just one of them, okay, you know. I can handle, like, losing one of them, but I mean both? What kind of an idiot am I? I mean, I don't know if you can attribute it to luck. It feels like there's luck involved. I have the absolute worst luck. At least in terms of gaming results. What's up, Masturbate? How are you, sir? Alright. Guys, no streams this week until Sunday. Well, I mean, I will do a brief stream. I shouldn't say that. We're doing brief streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But again, it's just an hour. Keep us in circulation. Let everyone know I'm still alive. Brief streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 1 hour. And then Sunday, we're back to a normal schedule. Sunday, we're coming back to a normal schedule. Alright, let me see who wants to join our team here. What did I just do? Sign up. No. Alright, open. Because you skipped breakfast. Who's Baron Von Chicken Pants and they don't have any games? I think they already tried. I guess we'll accept them. I don't see any reason to refuse. Although I said I was going to be more selective. Sumer helping me decide what to play today. This I don't love. Very closed. King's Indian. White's better here. He's played it too passively with knight a6, knight c7. You gotta be more incisive, I think. I'm curious about that bishop b4. Is that a move? Has to be. I mean, bishop e7 is pretty passive. If I'm not going to move the bishop to b4, I would... I don't know. If the problem is if knight on bd7, then maybe e5. I mean, you get the bishop out to b4, then your knight could retreat back to g8 and e7. Your bishop can go to like a5 if it gets attacked. Your other knight goes to d7. Your pieces have like enough room. I mean, we'll check after the game, but I really think it has to be bishop e4 there. I mean, it's not like black is lost or anything, but it has a very passive position here, and this feels suspicious. Maybe it's not bad, though. Well, relatively speaking. Not as bad as it looks, let's say. Maybe pawn takes pawn isn't as bad as it looks. I can also take with a knight, actually. Although that's certainly not very exciting. The entire position is non-exciting. I just thought about playing e4 today versus this guy's Caro-Kann, and I thought, let's see how I feel. This system in particular, he had another game. I remember he played a different variation with black. My today's opponent. I really feel like I should play something he's not expecting because he's very well prepared. He also plays fast, and I think if I can play something that he's not expecting, to force him to think very early in the opening is probably important. I definitely, don't want to let the guy just like play 15 moves of memorized theory. That seems to be his biggest strength, just memorizing a lot of London system and he's a robotic kind of player. I think you want to play creatively against the robotic player. Wow. That's some kind of move. E5 is interesting. I mean, I don't know. I'm too sleepy to calculate, which is pretty much true like 90% of the time, but I guess I should more seriously consider taking that pawn. I mean, our first question really, knight d7 presumably. I mean, I'm pretty skeptical whether this was actually sound, and I gave him credit for it, but okay, let's see. Takes, knight d7 still possible. Bishop f4, queen e7. I also have knight a4 now. Trojan would be like apt to play a position like this with white. Petrosian. Yes, my Armenian pronunciations are bad. F5. The space ghost. When I open the position for my two bishops, don't want to end up like Bobby Fischer. Being fissured. Okay, so takes, knight takes. Boom. He has knight d7 and it's pretty solid actually. I don't like this. I'm not worse, but he's got a very serious dark square blockade. And half open, I mean, semi-open position with open file. This is not ideal for the two bishops. My white square bishop remains crap, and the space is good, but still. Astrobate, you've been hanging out with the Repunch, asking questions like that. Seriously, dude. I think Magnus is just bored, man. He's bored of preparing for like 2 years for the World Championship. I can't blame him. Question is, you know, who cares? Running from Nepo. Dude, seriously? Sensationalism. It's a non-story acerbate. Wow. That's a nice move, what you're trying to do there. Speaking of Petrosian, I'm too slow. Oh shit. I'm too slow. Oh, this sucks. It's totally equal. Great Lazarus, welcome. Yeah, nice move. Knight b5 heading for d4. I wanted to play knight b1. That was one of my favorite Petrosian moves of all time, actually. He has a game where he used this idea that I remember. To bring the knight back to b1 to play c3 to keep you off with d4. I was thinking maybe I should just study more Petrosian games again. Re-study his games. I don't know, man. This sucks to have to exchange there. I lost any advantage. Now I have to just basically try to win an equal position. I was much better and spoiled my advantage. The theme of the week. I have 3 games this week, and all 3 I was clearly better. It's somewhere between 1 and 2 pawns advantage in all 3 games, and I have a half point out of 3. It's really, really sick. Okay, bishop f3 is another blunder. Another blunder. Oh man. What does that do? Okay, c3. How does one recover? I mean, I think you just pretend it didn't happen. I don't know, you know. My concern is this subconscious effect. You can tell yourself that it doesn't bother you until the cows come home, but it's like, can you be sure about that? I don't know, this just cuts him off of c5. Chess is boring, guys. This was definitely a boring game, and I'm sure that we both agree. Now. Wow. Interesting and risky. Horrible. Oh no. Oh yeah. Principle of two weaknesses. There's still chances to win this. Uh-oh. 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 Another uh-oh. My other uh-oh. Obviously, at some point I could sack a bishop on h6, right? Oh no. Alright, you see, that was a simple 40 move. Simple 40 move game. Nothing to it. That was a good stream. Nice seeing you guys. We'll see you Wednesday. We have time for like 2 games this stream. That was a half an hour game. Dude, seriously. Did we just play for half an hour? A 10+5 game? Look at that. 19 cent upon loss, the 2 inaccuracies. Yesterday, I got 15 CPL. 2 inaccuracies. So I'm playing better. But theory here. So the computer actually likes bishop b4. No, that's not the next move. Okay, knight f6. Yeah, here. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. You need to play bishop b4 here. Nakamura Carlson. I think if we look me up, we're going to find Gabix is in there. Obviously, been doing a little research for yesterday's game. Sparkle Horse or Sparkle Horse as black. No games found. Interesting. So I don't have this position. Weird. Weird, weird. Yeah. Fisher curious. But don't remember, there was 2 games at least they had where Kira's won both. I did a video on it. At least one of them. Yeah, you can't play bishop e7 is too passive. Laszlo Vadas, you know, you're playing like Vadas. It isn't good. I mean, he was too passive at the end. Bishop e4, bishop d2. I'm telling you, I had this game, but the computer doesn't agree. Yeah, here, queen b6. Yeah, this is like Fischer. Fischer Kira's was very similar to this. I still can't believe I don't have a game here. No. It was something very close, though. Yeah. Wow, there's an actual Ferenc Berkesh game with black. Oh my god. We're following Neek Sands versus Berkesh. Fetso is like a strong player, but this opening for black is way too passive. Ferenc was playing board 2 for the Olympiad team. I've known him since 1997. When I played in a tournament where I made my first IM norm, I beat Ferenc amazingly. Alright guys, let's go on. We've got time for another game or two. Learning Chess, Dracfire, Sergo, Great Lazarus. Learning Chess challenge me to 10+3. Illegal time control, but we'll take it. This is an illegal time control. My move order from yesterday. This is like my anti-London system move order. Screw that London system crap. I'll play b6 and g6 and just double fianchetto everything. Who is learning chess anyway? Who are you? The mysterious learning chess. I think he's got to be a Smurf account. Never talks in the chat. E3. Wow. Very solid. Yesterday I didn't play bishop b7 because I don't really know the bishop takes f6 lines exactly how black's supposed to play it. So I did e6 instead. I have checked that with the computer. Well, this position is no big deal. No big deal. Black is fine, obviously. I mean e6 is just a normal Tory attack. I can also play g6 for sure. Bishop takes f6 is not a big deal. Welcome to my stream. It's a new week, guys. Be the first to gift a sub. This bishop should go to d3 here. I think in King's Indian type formations, it might be better on e2, where you're facing like e5, e4. But I'm not playing a King's Indian here. I'm not really threatening e5, e4. I'm not gonna like fork your bishop and knight. It's not like I played d6 and e5. This is just a bad move for white. It's totally inconsistent. I mean, why would you play bishop takes f6 unprovoked there? That's like Mr. Coffee. Yeah, white's play is extremely strange. I don't know what the deal is with this player. What their deal is. What is your deal, player? Usually they play very, very strongly against me in the opening. This is like the first time they haven't played like a great opening against me. It's a very strange account. They're 0-26, although a lot of the games were very, very close. Very close. You would think like if someone was 0-26, they'd be a horrible player who just got crushed every time. That's not the case at all. I would say like at least half of these games have been extremely close, where I won by a tiny margin. That's weird, isn't it? Like, am I just lucky or what? Gimmicks. Is that a gimmick? No, I mean I never played Chess 960. almost. I advocate for Chess 960. I think that it's a useful game. You know, I'm just not very good at it. Life is too short to play variants, but if I did play another variant, it would probably be Chess 960. To be fair. Be fair. Be fair or square? Have you seen that? Yeah, it was on last night, but I just don't really believe in online chess, serious online chess competitions. But it would be fun. Why not? You know, play it. I think you guys should play it. If I wasn't playing in a serious tournament, you know, it might be something to do for amusement. I think Chess 960 is going to be good for your game. Chess 69. Now what? G6. This is a very subtle move. A3. Who is this player? Knight E7, E4. He has that Knight E4 move. That's just a disaster for me. Okay, this is kind of interesting. And bad, probably. How bad is it? Is the $1 million question. But this account is super strange, dude. 10,000 bullet games. 1,200 blitz. 800 rapid. Check out their Chess 960 rating. Okay? Speaking of which, that's crazy. Now that you mention it, Mr. Coffee's here. Now that you mention it, how the bleep is this guy's Chess 960 rating the same as his blitz and rapid? If your Chess 960 is 960, you absolutely, if your Chess 960 is 1745, you absolutely have to be 2000 in normal chess. That is a major red flag. Like, seriously. Chess 960 ratings are always at least 200 points. That's extremely, extremely strange right there. Their Chess 960 rating is way out of whack. 95 games, established rating. His blitz and rapid has to be at least 1900, if that's the case. I just never see anybody with the Chess 960 rating who's the same as their normal chess rating. That is extremely weird. That's a high Chess 960 rating. That's like 2000, yeah, in blitz. There's something weird about this account. I think that it's someone must play me with another account and sometimes use this one. So last move he has Knight E4 here with the threat of Knight D6. So I have to play Bishop E7 or just like give him my bishop. Basically, it looks like he has this trick. Knight E4, Bishop E7, and then D5. When I have to like jettison my pawn structure with pawn takes pawn. Who do we know that's like not really calculating? But yeah, this is a weird player, man. I thought they were a computer for a while. But the rating's just too low to be an engine. I don't know what their deal is. It just plays sort of weirdly. Yeah, Repunch probably has 7 accounts. But I don't think this is him. It's just like the bullet rating would be higher. No, what's weird about this account, as I pointed out earlier, was if you went back through the history and looked at all the games against me, it almost seems like it loses on purpose. I can't really put it any other way. There's basically no way you could be like... There's no way you could lose every single game unless you were like doing it on purpose. And his play is like really, really inconsistent. Like 1 minute he seems like a total beginner, and the next minute he's playing really strongly. It's usually a very big red flag. Whatever. I'll try to play one more game if I have time. I was thinking the other day, seriously, what would happen? Like, what would happen if someone who, you know, there are very few people who really have true multiple personality disorder. But I wonder if there's ever been a case of a chess master who had multiple personality disorder and actually had 2 different chess styles for their personalities. Like, how cool would that be? If you were really like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, sort of multiple personality disorder. He doesn't move pawns. It's like playing a mobile phone or some kind of computer on a very low level. Stockfish level. Maybe he uses Stockfish like Stockfish level 1 or something. Stockfish level 2. Like a Radio Shack 1970s era computer or something. Anyway, it'd be interesting to study if there's ever been like a famous case with a chess player. I never heard of it happening. But it's certainly, you know, just because you have 2 personalities doesn't mean they would... Maybe one would know how to play chess and the other wouldn't or something. It's so rare though, you know, I mean, how many people really have truly multiple personality disorder? I mean, it's got to be extremely rare. Look at this now. He's hanging a pawn here. Wow. Does that win for white? Maybe. You see, that's weird right there. That's extremely weird. He's like trapping my bishop now. I have to sack the exchange at least. Well, basically I have 3 pawns for a piece, I guess. Something like that. I don't think I'm gonna play this account anymore. I've really seen enough. It's just super weird. I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that they never move pawns. I don't know what it is. There's something just really not human-like about this player. I guess that's what it is. Maybe there's really nothing wrong with them, but it just plays like it feels like it's a computer because they don't use their pawns. It has to be that's what it is. You know, it's the weirdness about the fact they don't move pawns. Makes it feel like you're playing some kind of bot or something. Like really, really, really weak computer programs had that tendency. I've mentioned this before. Like the Radio Shack, you know, 1980 style computer or something. He finds geometric moves like really fast though. There's something not right though. They're too good in some aspects, but not good enough in others. It's really weird. The way he trapped that piece there was extremely skillful. Then in the next minute he plays like he's 1100. Like he'll just like not see a whole piece hanging or something weird. See, this is what I'm talking about. Very geometric. So how does this work? Look, Ma, no pawn moves. It could be like repunge, alt account or something. It doesn't seem strong enough. Was I lost after B2 bishop trap? Does rook c8 really save me? So I'm 27-0 now. Ripun's sister. I don't think he has a brother. He talked about a sister, right? Maybe? They might be a relative. Yeah, is this lost for me? Guys, I'm gonna play one more quick blitz game. No, I don't play blitz anymore. That's all we have time for. Question, was I lost after bishop takes b2, c3? I was in trouble. I made 2 blunders and a mistake. Yeah, I wasn't lost. But I wrecked my whole position. I'm lucky that I'm not lost there, seriously. My bishop is straight up trapped. There's no way to like directly save it. These pieces. What else can I play here? It's the only move. No? Knight c6, queen d7. How does that work? How the heck does queen d7 work? There must be some kind of insane move with knight c6 and knight b8 or something. Oh my god. Yeah, there's this weird plan. Check this out. Queen d7 traps the bishop, knight c6, and then when he takes my bishop, I have knight b8. It's just like a miracle that I had this like saving plan there. Rook c8 was the second best, probably. He should have taken the exchange, I guess. Bishop takes, knight takes, rook e2, a6. Rook takes b2. I was ready to sack the exchange, but I mean he has like bad structure, so I can probably draw. I'm just gonna take the 7+5. I gotta go, guys. I gotta get ready for my game. Just a short stream to let you know I still haven't committed suicide or anything. I had a pawn up yesterday against Gabix, and he had screwed up big time. But as always, I was really low on time. I almost played on for the win, but I just thought, realistically, he's a great defender. He's very, very tricky, and he had like 5 times as much time as me. I figured like even if I try my hardest, there's certainly no guarantee I'm gonna win. So I decided to just take the draw. Yeah, this was a variation I thought like there was like a 1% chance. Gabix doesn't normally play e3. I expected him to play the English yesterday. I looked at this yesterday. I've played this before. I have a game in the database against Mark Quinn. It's a Larson idea. Uh-oh. It's raining again. Oh, man. We love the rain here. Now, normally white takes back with the b pawn there. I'm trying to remember. What I want to do here. Well, the computer said I was better by like 1.3 pawns yesterday in the final position. But I only had like 8 minutes for 9 moves or something like that, and I actually didn't see bishop a4, the idea of bishop a4, which was the best move according to the computer, which is kind of a big problem. I really like need that move. Yeah, it's like endless rain here. But that's good. The Danube is like depleted of water like most rivers in the world. They can't like get tour boats down the river in Serbia and Hungary. The rain is definitely needed here. But it is an inconvenience. That water thing, that damn water, right? Flash flooding because the ground's so dry or something. How does that work? When it doesn't rain for a long time, and then I'm not sure I understand exactly how that goes. Dracofire is 2200 now. Wow. We haven't seen this player in a long time. But they definitely weren't 2200 before. Yeah, I'm gonna go, guys, after this game. I gotta go prepare. It's already noontime. I gotta play at 3. You can check out the tournament live. I think there is even a broadcast on lichess, but they screwed up the boards. I don't understand how that happened, but whoever set up the lichess broadcast has screwed up the board names. So maybe the evil chess site has screwed up the names, and then someone copied it over to lichess or something. White is playing like a master. Although typically people don't play this like this. Chess 24 is correct. Their broadcasts are usually good. If you have to play on another chess site, I guess I would recommend that. Do not support Chess.com under any circumstances. Alright, bishop e3. Not quite sure what I'm doing here. Exactly. I don't like my queen on d7 on the half open file. I'm having trouble sorting out my coordination. He has b4. But I'm not going to castle queenside. The problem is this kingside thing with the knight on f4. It's really weird. I can't go g5 and like let his knight into there. f5 is really weakening. e5 is out of the question. It's hard for me to like develop my pieces in a sort of natural way here. This doesn't seem great either. But I've got to do something. h6. Mop up the dark squares. I don't know what I'm going to play today. Okay, this is a weird move. Sort of a weird move. A bad move. So he actually, like, blundered. Blunders are welcome. Yeah, I mean, I was basically preparing for an English yesterday. But Gabik's... I guess he just, like, thought I handled the English too well or something. He just went... He suddenly played d4 against me. I have a really solid system against the English with symmetrical English and stuff, and he felt his chances were better with d4. But then after d4, knight f6, he played knight f3. I think he wanted me to do what Miklos Galyash did to me a couple years ago, like make me decide if I'm going to play e6 or g6. But I tricked him and I played b6. He wasn't prepared for that. You see, they want to play the London system against e6. And they want to play the white side of the King's Indian if I play g6. But if I play b6, now they're stuck and they don't know what to do. The London isn't as good against b6 as e6, probably. Black's more flexible. And I can delay the g6 for later. I've been successful with this move order. So yesterday was good preparation. Another pawn. Not exactly. It is possible, but it's very, very greedy. Although this is an annoying move in any case. Bishop h6 is going to be pretty annoying no matter what happens, I guess. Knight takes e3 and f5. Fair amount of weaknesses here. A second pawn. Computer probably takes knight takes c4. Fear not. We have nothing to fear but fear itself, right? Two pawns up. My opponent is certifiable maniac. I need a place for pieces here. Wow. Knight e5. Okay. It's weird. It's pretty weird, honestly. So I have to play this. Wow. Lose the exchange. Another player who has an unbelievable score against me. 2.5, 62.5. How is that possible again? Yeah, I think I was lost there. But again, how does he have the score? 2.5, 62.5. And he's like 2200. How does that work exactly? Queen e5, instantaneous tactics. Wow. He sees all tactics instantaneously. Interesting game, to say the least. I think in order to have that score, you have to be like 1700. Yeah. Again, like every instantaneous tactic, he sees. There's no way this player could be this good and be 62 and a half to 2.5 against me. It's totally impossible. That's like Acerbate's score. I don't understand, like... Can you please explain to me how that's possible? Acer, you have a normal score. It's like 3 to 100 or something. Yeah, whatever. I mean, dude, what is the deal with this player? I just got destroyed. Now watch this. White's down a pawn for nothing. Bishop h6, best move. d5, probably only move. f3 is apparently a blunder. But I blundered back. Now white plays knight e5. I thought this was like a crushing move. I thought I was lost after knight takes e5. That's why I didn't play it. I thought I was lost here. I mean, I would play this, obviously. I have knight d7. I actually looked at this, but I thought I was losing material. But I sacked the exchange. What I missed was this position. Pretty impressive game. He has 33 CPL. No inaccuracies for the whole game. For a player who's 62 and a half, 2.5 against me, I haven't seen in months. 2485 in puzzles. That's a pretty high puzzle rating you got there. How can you explain your score against me of 2.5, 62 and a half? You'd have to be like 1300 to have that score, honestly. I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Alright, guys. Anyway, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Thanks for playing.